For the past 3 years of my life, I've created things for a living. I've created over 6,000 videos, hundreds, if not thousands, of pieces of clothing. I've created communities with thousands of people in them. I've created a lot of things. And out of this, here are the main 3 lessons I have learned from spending this time doing this. The first one is inspiration equals creation. And I'll give examples for everything. But inspiration equals creation. You create what you know. For example, say if you were born and from the age 0 to 20, the only thing you saw was red t-shirts. And then at age 20, you want to design a clothing brand. You want to design a t-shirt. Your natural reaction will be to make a red t-shirt. Why? Because you're inspired by everything you've seen. Inspiration equals creation. And when you see it like this, another example, and this is a story. I was watching a YouTube video, and this chef was talking about how it was a documentary about like the best chefs in the world. And going into this, I'm like, the best chefs in the world, they probably have like cool pans. They probably have like a cool kitchen. That's why they make such good food. But as I'm watching this documentary, the best chefs in the world are just the people with the best ingredients. The best chefs in the world make their own food. They raise their own cows. They grow their own corn. They make their own butter. That's the reason their food is the best. It's not the utensils. It's not the sewing machines that make the best clothes. No, it's the ingredients. It's the inspiration. The best creatives and the most creative people are just the people with the best inspiration, the widest inspiration. Creation equals inspiration. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is creativity itself. And I'm gonna go over like the positives and the negatives, because I the biggest positive of creativity is you can create anything you want this world to have. Simply. And I'll give you an example. Say tonight, if I have a dream about a pair of pants with bright red back pockets, or I have a dream about a car, and then inside the car these seats look a certain way, I can literally make that dream. Say I have an idea about a video about like comparing a guy chasing 10 dreams versus a guy chasing one, and how the guy chasing 10 dreams fails and the guy chasing 10 dreams succeeds. I can create this. And then based off that creation, I can help other people. Especially when I began, I saw creativity as like, okay, how can I make money out of this? Now I see creativity as, okay, how can I actually benefit the world? How can I use these ideas in my head to inspire someone else? How can I use creativity to create more creativity in the world? And that's like, boom. That's because once you understand that, you start becoming a lot more creative. Because you're like, oh, I want to help people. I don't just want to hoard the creativity. But a downside of creativity is you'll probably go insane sometimes. So you have to like stay in check. I'm being dead ass. The next thing, the third and final thing, the end goal of creation. I feel like every person who creates things for a living should actually sit down with themselves for like a day, a week, a month, maybe even a year, and try to understand, why are you creating everything you're creating in your life? And some of you may be like, oh, this is like, what are you talking about? No, I do this. I wish I did this at 16. I'm 21. Sit down for a day and be like, okay, if I could, if everything I'm creating could impact the world in one way, what would I want it to impact it in? Because the thing is, if you're a creator, by the time you die, you will probably make 100,000 things. I know I will. I'll make a lot more than 100,000 things. So you don't want to make 50,000 of those things with no purpose. Because then you wasted half of your creative potential. I'm getting real deep, but like, listen for a little bit longer, like a minute. You want to sit there and think, okay, what I create will impact this world in some way. It will. So if it's going to impact this world in some way, how do I want it to impact it? For me, I want to make the world think. I want to make the world think. For you, you might want to, make the world a more beautiful place. You might want people to appreciate nature more. You might want people to enjoy their food. You might want people to live every single second of their life. There's infinite possibilities. But I feel like what makes a creative truly special and one of one is not what he creates. It's the reason behind what he is creating. That's what makes him special. Or her. That's what makes the creative special. And funnily enough, once you have a unique purpose behind the creations become unique themselves. It's not really about creating unique things. It's about, that's the thing that comes after what I'm about to say. You create unique things by having a unique purpose behind creating them. And then they just magically appear unique.